And now joining us in studio, we have a guest, a Jewish member of Iran's parliament is with us. Mr. Homayun Samin Najaf Abadi is sitting right next to me. Hello, Mr. Abadi. Nice and pleasure to have you join us here on Press TV. Now, what can you tell us about the late president? And you are from you are a Jewish MP. His dealings. How did himself and his administration deal with the Jewish bloc?
Greetings to the viewers inside and outside the country. At the beginning, I would like to express my sorrow to the Iranian people over the sad occasion of the passing of President Raeisi and Foreign Minister Amir Abdullahian. The relationship between the administration of President Raeisi with the Jewish community of Iran was very excellent, and the cooperation between the administration and the Jewish community was very remarkable. And the leader and the president had very good relationship with the Jewish community in different sectors of the Jewish community. As in addition to being the representative of the Jewish community in Iran, I am the head of the Jewish society in Iran, in Tehran, and across the country. And this society works under my supervision. Naturally, because of these sanctions imposed against Iran by the Western countries and the great economic pressure exerted on the Iranian people, the Jewish community is no exception, and the members of the community are under economic pressure, and we live in hardships. And this economic pressure has been exerted on the Jews living in Iran as well. What we want from the government is different kinds of supports in different sectors. And if we cannot say all, but 90% of these demands have been met, including the schools belonging to the Jewish community. We have 5 Jewish schools in Tehran that had various problems, and these problems have been solved through the cooperation and through the support rendered by the government, and we managed to get a lot of help for our schools. I should say that in Jewish schools, because of the low number of the students, we have just 2 or 3 students at some of our classes. But after the Islamic Revolution, these schools have managed to continue their operations through the help of the government, the Islamic government. During the term of President Raeisi, these help and these supports were remarkable. We have a charity hospital in Tehran, which unfortunately, due to coronavirus pandemic, was subject to different kinds of problems, and it was forced to close. But by the help of the government during the President Raeisi, we managed to prepare the ground for its operations to resume through some aid that we have received from the government, and we have managed to secure some funds from the government during President Raeisi's term. On other issues like social issues and cultural issues and sports issues, we have managed to secure remarkable funds not only in Tehran but in other cities across the country like Isfahan, where Jewish minorities live there. And President Raeisi will be remembered among the Jewish community.
Mr. Najaf, we know that in recent parliamentary elections a few months back, and then the runoff we just witnessed a couple weeks ago, President Raeisi, the late President Raisi's party and his allied coalitions, they gained a significant amount of power and held on to a significant amount of power in Iran's parliament, which would have allowed him to be in control of a lot more moving forward, to do a lot of great things for the Iranian people, meet a lot of challenges for the Iranian people. You mentioned sanctions. With that increase in power and control of Iran's parliament, what could he have done more for your coalition, for your people?
Naturally, whenever the parliament in every government and in every country, when the government is powerful and when the parliament is powerful and the judiciary is powerful, the development and progress in that country would be much better. In Iran, this rule also is applicable. With a strong and powerful government, with powerful and strong and experienced ministers who are experienced in their job, and with a strong and powerful parliament and majlis, that country could manage to kind of draw better laws for the management of the country, and the parliament could have a stronger supervision over the country, and this will pave the way for the government to carry out its duties in a better way, and will make the country stronger.
Mr. Najaf Abadi, we know that time and again, the late president, his late foreign minister, they have mentioned their unwavering and staunch support for the Palestinian people, especially in the midst of this genocide the world is witnessing. When you hear the late president and his foreign minister reiterate that the region will never accept the apartheid regime in Tel Aviv, you very well know many paint a picture of the late president, of his school of thought, as being anti-Semitic. Do you see this as a problem, this perspective, as a problem with the Jewish people?
Well, we live in the Islamic Republic of Iran, and naturally all people who live in this country should follow and should be obedient to the rules of this country, especially the leader of the country. At the beginning of the revolution, the position adopted by Imam Khomeini towards the South Africa and toward the issue of Palestine and the occupying regime was completely distinct, and therefore, after a while, the apartheid regime in South Africa was removed from power, and a democratic government came to power in this country, and Iran's relationship with South Africa was restored to normalcy. But in the case of the occupying regime of Israel, as long as the Palestinians living there are deprived of their rights and of their democratic rights, there would be no normalcy in our relationship with Israel. But I should tell you that from the start of the revolution, due to advices by the leader of the Islamic Revolution and their emphasis on the distinction between Zionism and Jewishness, we see that the Jewish community in Iran have a very comfortable way of life, and they live comfortably and peacefully with other groups of the society, and they have received respect from all government officials and administration officials. And the reality is that we had worries that some extreme elements in Iran caused problems to the Jewish community after the war on Gaza, but thanks God, there had been no insecurity and no difficulty for our community in Iran, and there is no sign of anti-Semitism in Iran against our community, and the comfortable way of life
this conversation,
is an example of this.
Mr. Homayoun Samin Najaf Abadi, a Jewish MP from Iran's parliament. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.